I come.
Well, doesn't it excite you? The Timinagru has revived. The Great One, who once ruled this earth as the medium between the human world and the demon world. Isn't it a magnificent view? The greatest minds of their time, those who revered evil, constructed this glorious edifice. Now, after 2 millenniums of confinement, it can at last fulfill the purpose for which it was intended.
That's none of my concern. Did he have it?
Of course. He's taking good care of it. After all, it is the only memento left from the mother you both lost.
But he has no idea of its true power.
Found it.
Good evening everyone, welcome to Mission 3 with the Super Blue Badger, your favourite host and commentator. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. We will be going the Gunslinger style, and you know why? Because this is a gunslinging good time, motherfucker. Anyway, no, it's just because it's actually a good idea to use this for Cerberus, the boss of this level. And if you've got the money, go ahead, go into the guns options and upgrade your weapons to level 2 if you can. If you've got Blue Badger big bucks like I do, you can afford this, no problem. And buy any items or anything else that you need if you're a pussy or whatever. Ha! I don't need items. And so we are introduced to a new monster, one that I have forgotten the name of right now. So for now they will be named the Vagina Eye. To defend against the Vagina Eye, take cover against something like a rooftop, and then proceed to slash down on them and miss the platform entirely. They can be a bit of a nightmare to handle if they're up in a high spot, because it's, I don't know, it's just for some reason extremely difficult to get up there properly. And especially to transist between the two platforms to get at both of them for some reason. Just really ridiculously hard. But it's because the camera angle changes rather dramatically. Blowing yourself up is not required to defeat these monsters. As you can see, Gunslinger gives us a variety of new moves, such as spinning and twirling in the air like a pretty princess. On Thursdays, Dante likes to dress up and be called Barbara. Let's look cool for a moment before we escape from this level altogether entirely. And the blue door represents there is a puzzle in the room that needs solving. So go ahead and smash everything in the room. Everything in this world is made out of demon's blood. Yes, all the stools, all the beer, everything is made out of demon's blood. It is the new duct tape. Delicious. It's generally a good idea just to try and get as many orbs as you can, you know, because who doesn't like upgrades? This puzzle isn't really a puzzle. All you have to do is go behind these 3 dartboards and slash this weird thing up. It doesn't even really have a name, this thing. But you can only use Rebellion on it, the red flame indicating that Rebellion is the weapon that you need to use it to charge up. And so we get the first shotgun of the game, the only shotgun of the game. The second ranged weapon of the game. As you can see, we can alternate between a bony and ivory and the sawn-off shotgun. Fantastic. And the alternate fire of the shotgun is to use them like nunchucks, just like a Blue Badger would. Blue Badger's standard weapon of choice is the nunchuck shotgun. Good stuff, good stuff. Good work, Dante. Good work. As you can see here, we have a new type of enemy, the Sloth Demon. The demons of the Sin of Sloth. They will always teleport and try to get up on your ass, just like the Lust monsters will. So you've got to dispatch of them quickly and move on to the next one, so they don't have any time to recover or get on your ass. Seriously, these monsters would like nothing more to get on... Well, they would like nothing more to get on Dante's tasty, hairy and pubicless ass. Yes, it's hairy and has no pubes. His ass has a wig. Or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you might want to adopt my technique when you're fighting the sloth monsters. Dispatch them quickly, as you see here. Uppercut them into the air and shoot them with a shotgun to launch them as a projectile. If you're fortunate, they'll land on some other enemies in the meantime and do some good damage. Good work, Dante. You've just really got to be careful. Do not let them gang up on you. Get rid of them as soon as possible, move on to the next one. My biggest tip in Devil May Cry is always distribute the damage. Do not focus on one enemy, because you will get tunnel vision, you will get fucked up, and Dante's fine, hairless body will get wrecked, and nobody wants that now, do they? That delicious, pubicless chest. Makes you think Dante was 13 all over again. And with the monsters defeated, we can leave. And up here is a health item if you surely need it. Fantastic, let's move on. The Teminid Gru, also based off a name of the Ziggurat of Ur, or so it is said. It is not an actual confirmed source that it is named after the Ziggurat of Ur, which is in Sumerian, I believe. Is named the En Teminid Guru, or whatever. I don't know, I don't speak Sumerian. Fuck that shit, man, fuck it. Anyway, just collect all these orbs. There's a lot of collectibles in this one little section. Like, right to the left over here. Smash down this wall. We get a giant erection of demon blood. Slash this giant erection of demon blood to receive demon blood money. As we all know, demon blood money is fantastic, and these sources generally are very good, as they hold a lot of money. See, my counter is going up rapidly, and I keep missing it like a retard. See, that was easily 2.5k there. That was a lot of orbs for one erection, I guess. Man, I'm starting to sound more like a hooker every video. This is a blue orb fragment. Collect 4 to gain more health. Easy enough. We'll be seeing a lot of those. And this is a combat adjudicator, or whatever it's called. I can't actually pronounce the word that it means. But it basically, you have to increase your style gauge on this machine, on this statue, and the higher you get your style gauge, well, the more flames go out, and then it smashes and you receive an item. As you can see, we've received our second blue orb fragment for the day. Fantastic. Half of the way there, Dante, good work. And there is a secret mission right here. It's really hard to tell, isn't it? It just looks like a blurred-in texture of a door. But no, you get a secret mission, the Exorcist. Defeat all the monsters. The time limit here is really constrained, and do not run into the scythe. That was completely optional. What you need to do is just focus on your heavy swings, destroy them as quickly as you can, and if you're fortunate, bunch them together and slash them all up at once. Dice them like a finely grilled tomato, like a motherfucker vegetarian salad made out of sand and demon blood. That's what I'm talking about, baby, yeah! Anyway, just continue at it, just slash it up, don't get slashed in the back, that's a bad move. Just continue on as you go. Watch out for the one behind you, Dante, jump, yeah! Boom, dead. Do not focus on the Millennium Stabs. The quicker you tap the triangle button, the lighter and weaker your attacks are. You want the heavy, hard-hitting motherfucking attacks, or you will have no time to complete this level. But I do it with 10 seconds to spare because I'm a blue badgie, motherfucker. Secret mission clear. Fuck yeah, and we get our third blue orb fragment. I'm not one to brag or anything, not brag. I don't brag, but I'm pretty damn good at this game. Even if this is Special Edition, which is much easier than the original, which I can beat with one hand, hide behind my back. And this is the shop. Well, you can do here what you could do at the customized screen. You can buy items, and we haven't really had a look at this. You can buy vital stars to restore your health, holy water to do massive damage to demons and keep them away. It's fairly expensive, I wouldn't waste your money on it, and blue orbs in case you wish to, well, basically extend your health. Those ones are completely separate. If you can afford it, upgrade your guns again, since this is Gunslinger mode and we want to kick some ass, motherfucker. And this is something I never showed. You can actually charge your weapons and fire them for massive damage, but I completely forget about this, and I will never use this again until I actually remember it in a future video. Well, shit. Daunting.
The likes of you are forbidden in this land. You are powerless, are not worthy to set foot here.
Wow, I've never seen a talking mud before. You know, in a dog show, you'd definitely take first place.
You are a human, make a mockery of me?
Easy, Fido. How about I take you out for a walk? Come on, puppy, let's go.
You will regret this, you worm!
It's showtime. Come on.
Despite Dante's actions, he does not condone animal abuse. Let it be heard now. So this is Cerberus, one of the hardest bosses of the game, strangely enough. And it's also a lot of times where people playing Devil May Cry will actually give up, because this guy has a lot of fucking health. But I've already upgraded my guns to level 3, and so far my guns do a fair amount of damage. The reason I chose Gunslinger for today was this actual boss battle, and he has a lot of, well, various ranged attacks, and furthermore he has basically some very devastating close-up melee attacks. So there is no safe place to be close up, well, if you're close up or far away, you're still in a lot of danger, let's put it that way. But it's a lot harder to predict his attacks when you're right up in his face kissing his nose. Ah, good puppy, ah. And as you can see, he coats himself in a protective shell. Just use the shotgun to get that off. It'll be done in about 1 or 2 hits, easy enough. Jump out the way. As you can see, the blue-eyed monster is actually, well, okay, how do I put it? The main reason that this boss is so tough is that he has a wide variety of moves. Obviously, he swipes, he slaps the ground, sends icicles at you, fires ice cubes at you, freezes the ground, sends ice rain at you. He has a wide variety of attacks that he can transist from in the middle of when he's actually doing another attack, which is ridiculous. In the special edition, he does telegraph his attacks a lot more than he would in the original game, though, so he's actually a fair amount easier. And I think he has a slight less amount of HP. It's best to stick to your guns as Ebony and Ivory, as for one, they keep you above the ground while you're firing above the frozen ground, which will basically freeze you and leave you open to attack. And also you can just basically lay into him and do far more damage than the shotgun would, as it is such a slow weapon. But not a bad weapon at all. Regardless of this, you just need to have endurance and patience. Just keep on laying him into him with the bullets and hang back, hang tight. When you see the markings on the ground, that's when the ice rain is coming, so you've got to run around in circles, dodge his headbutt, slap his ass up because he's a red doggy. Which I didn't mention was that at around a quarter of his health, he will stop telegraphing his attacks quite so much. His attacks will do more damage, and he will fuck your shit up because he is now a red puppy. Red puppies are much more dangerous than the blue puppies, but not quite as intelligent. As you can see, blue is the symbol of intelligence. Cough, cough. Blue badger, cough. So just keep it up, lay it into him. There's really not that much to him. Just memorize the patterns, run around, fire away. And before long, you'll have spanked this bitch like a motherfucker. Oh yeah! Boyo. Roll out the way, fire. Roll out the way, fire. I'm sure most of us will have heard of Cerberus in mythology. He is the legendary three-headed dog. I haven't read too much into his mythology other than that, well, I don't know if he's actually a gateway demon to hell, or gateway hell demon or whatever, but he's pretty fucking scary, whatever. I don't even remember if he could rotate his head. I'm not actually entirely sure how he rotates his heads in the anatomy of it all. It's quite disgusting, really. And sometimes while you're jumping, you have invincibility frames, so jump often, because sometimes attacks will just completely miss you.
You are not human, are you?
Who knows? I'm not even sure myself.
Regardless, you have proved your strength. I acknowledge your ability. Take my soul and go forth. You have my blessing.
Along with our second ranged weapon of the game, we get our second melee weapon of the game, Cerberus. One of my least liked weapons, but we'll get into that another time in the next episode.
Are you going to the party? What's the hurry? Didn't you get an invitation? This just keeps getting better and better.
Damn right, Dante. Damn right. So that's mission clear, and I wonder what ranking we've got today. B. S. Yes, that is BS. BSC. D. A. We have gotten Biscuda. Biscuda Bar. My favourite ranking of them all, Biscuda. And that will be the end of Devil May Cry 3, Part 2. See you next time, everybody. Love ya.